Welcome back to another episode of Sanding with Sterling. Yeah, and doing it in weather like this. Actually, it's supposed to be like 50 or 60 today, so not too bad, but it's a little weird for us to have snow around so long. Usually it comes and then it's gone, so just have been dealing with this for the last month. Anyway, I digress. Let's go see what we've been doing. So, a couple of things. First thing is that I made a piece for this. This is going to go along with the grill here, and that goes in the scoop for cooling the engine and the radiators. And then I've got a little piece here where basically I just had to add some to it so that it fits really nicely with the body. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to attach it, but once I get there, I think it should look pretty good. We'll obviously body work and paint that too, so just like we're doing most of the other 3D prints that can use it, just to give them a better finish. Kind of putting on the grills here, trying to get them to where they fit well, and then I'll figure out a mounting system for that too. We over here have started working on that big gap that we had between the roof and the engine cover. So that was filled in with some carbon fiber and Duraglass to make it nice and strong. That way we can get it all nicely matched up in the back here. So I think it's looking pretty good. We've obviously got some more sanding to do, so I'll probably do that tomorrow and film it, and then before uploading this video. The other thing that I didn't like, and I adjusted that here last time, where I kind of cut this off so that we get this line that flows all the way back here. And then I had a little step in here, and then it went back. You can kind of see the line there that's showing through. So what I did was I went and did some reinforcements on the part, and then obviously did some carbon fiber. Once we get the deck lid off or the engine cover off, we'll actually put carbon fiber mat on the backside to give it more strength. And then that way, this line now follows all the way to the back to this corner, which is what it should do. So I went ahead and took care of that. So I think some of you actually mentioned or saw that, hey, what the hell is that little, thing in there? So anyway, went and fixed it. We did it on the other side as well. We've also got this 3D print in here, doing the same thing as we did on the other side. Same with the grill, and then also the same with this shot line that goes from here all the way down. It'll need a little bit of refining, but it's getting a lot better. So the next thing is once this is all dry, I'm going to take the engine cover off, move it outside so I can do a little bit more shaping, because it's kind of a pain in the butt leaning over the car doing that shaping. So we'll get some of these ridges nice and crisp, making sure that they look good. Now that we know where it meets the body, we can make sure that usually what I do is I kind of tape that off as a no-fly zone so that we know not to sand down and then have to repair it later on. So yeah, so we're going to let that dry, and then we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, it's the next day. I have done this work here now, so we've got this all sanded in, where we adjusted that shot line that goes from here all the way down to the back corner. We also worked on this area here. I showed you how we started on it. We still have a little bit of adjustments to make here, but the bulk of the work is done. I also took the lid off and flipped it over so that we could do some reinforcements like I talked about on the backside. We sharpened up this ridge here as well, getting all of this to fit nicely. And as you can see, I think it's going pretty well. So everything is fitting the way I want it. Obviously, there's little things to do on most of this. As you can see, most of this stuff is going to need just a little bit of fine tuning. And here's the driver's side. So looking a lot better than it did when we first started. Okay guys, well that's a wrap for this one. As you can see, we're still got it covered up. I think that major work on the engine cover has moved us on to the front end and then now the back end. So I'm going to start working on the lower part of the front fascia. I'll be sanding that and getting all of that straightened out. Once I do that, I'll pull the car out of the garage, flip it around, and we'll start working on the tail section. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time.